Well, welcome everybody to game number 3 of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Colorado Rockies. Coming at you here on a Saturday night. Beautiful Saturday night. Good night for baseball here at Coors Field. It was a good night. It's a good night here where I'm at in the Central Illinois as the Rockies and the Reds get ready to do battle. Reds take the first 2 of this series, and we're going to get right into it. So Kyle Freeland getting the start this evening. Comes in, this is his 8th start. Comes in with that 2-3 record, a 122 whip. So he got 28 strikeouts and 11 walks. So he hasn't been too bad for the Rockies, and they need somebody, a stopper tonight. So getting this thing led off, Nick Senzel getting the start tonight. There was all kinds of changes here. We'll go over those as Nick Senzel's in for Eugenio Suarez. First pitch on the way from Freeland is outside for a ball, and we're underway from Coors Field, home of the Colorado Rockies. But Nick Senzel leading off tonight. Now Shogo has the night off. Phillip Ervin is in his spot, and we'll go over those lineups here in a second. So we've got lots of changes here. A different looking Reds lineup than what you're used to. That pitch is high for ball 2, so count 2-0 on Nick Senzel. So 2 on the way from Freeland. And here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike, so count 2-1. Cold night at Coors Field tonight. Temps 47 degrees, so a little brisk. For May 9th, it's warmer here today on March 20th than it is there on May 9th. 2-1 on the way from Freeland. That's inside for ball 3, so a good eye by Nick Senzel. It says count to 3-1, so good hitters count here for Senzel. See how he approaches this. 3-1 on the way. Here it comes from Freeland. And that's down low for ball 4, so a leadoff walk issued by Kyle Freeland to start this one off. And the Rockies have had all kinds of problems with the free passes this series. They gave up a whole bunch on Thursday night. Not as much last night, but still quite a bit. And that's why the Reds have staked to this. That's how they've grabbed these first 2 games of this series. So Freeland looking at Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch, outside for a ball. So the wildness continues for the Rockies. Castellanos comes in with that .267 batting average on the season. Check the runner Senzel at first. And they're back safely. Senzel is quick. Could be doesn't have a lot of stolen bases, but is quick, so has potential stolen base threat. Pitch from Freeland. Down low for ball 2, so Freeland coming out here to start this game and not having much luck finding the strike zone as he runs the count on Nicholas Castellanos to 2 balls and no strikes. So the 2-0 on the way to Castellanos. Here it comes. And that's ball 3, so count 3-0 on Castellanos. So Freeland in danger of walking his second batter of the inning, and he's only faced 2 batters, so that's not a good start for Kyle Freeland and the Rockies. That's trying to stake out to a 3rd straight win. And take the first 3 in this series. So 3-0 pitch on the way. Let's see how Castellanos approaches it. He's in there for a strike, so looks like Castellanos was taking that one all the way. And another good count to hit. Much like Senzel saw in the last at-bat, Castellanos going to get a 3-1 count. So we'll see how he approaches this one. So the 3-1 pitch on the way from Freeland. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Castellanos. Gonna run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Freeland checks the runner Senzel at first. He's back in safe. So full count pitch from Freeland. Here it comes. That one's popped up. Murphy has a play on it. He'll make the catch, and record the first out of the inning for the Colorado Rockies. So let's take a look at that Reds lineup. So there's a whole bunch of changes. So you got Nick Senzel leading off, Nicholas Castellanos at 2, Joey Votto batting 3, Mike Moustakas, Aristides Aquino, Kirk Casale, Philip Ervin getting the start for Shogo, Alex Blandino the start for Freddie Galvis, and doing the pitching and batting 9th, Anthony DeScalfani. So one away for Votto here in the top of the first. First pitch from Freeland, inside for a ball. So Freeland has fallen behind on every batter so far this game. Really interested in Senzel over there. He checks the runner. So 1-0 pitch on the way to Votto from Freeland. We're in the top of the first, no score. Swing and a miss by Votto. So count 1-1 on the longtime Reds first baseman. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up. Drifting back is Chris Owings. He'll make the catch, and there's quickly 2 away in this inning. So Votto flies out to Owings. I'll bring up Moose. He's been hitting the ball out of the park a lot lately. Let's see what he can do here. Hit 2 home runs last night. Be nice to get one here. So first pitch to Moustakas, and that's in there for a strike. So Freeland quickly ahead on Moustakas. 1 ball, or no balls and 1 strike. Hasn't done that on any of the other batters at this point. So 0-1 to Moustakas. That one's hit hard. Doesn't got the distance. Owings drifts back. Track, ball, goodbye! We just said that Moustakas had went deep twice. He's already went deep once today, and that takes the Reds to a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. A moonshot by Mike Moustakas. This man's on fire, folks. Moustakas hit that one a mile for his 16th of the season. And let's get a look at that replay here. You see Moose full extension and mashes that one to center field. And that was a no-doubter, and that one went 448 feet. So Reds up 2-0 here in the top of the first. Freeland, here's the first pitch to Aristides Aquino, and that's in there for a strike. So count 0-1 on Aquino. Aquino's kind of been struggling lately. He's taken over for Jesse Winker, but he has struggled in his new role out in right field. Next pitch, swung on a miss. A good slider by Kyle Freeland. Runs the count to no balls and 2 strikes on Aristides Aquino. That pitch outside for a ball. So count 1-2 on Aquino. Moose has been in a groove lately. Going back to that home run he just hit a few minutes ago. That's his, I believe that is his 4th of the series. 1-2 from Freeland. Here it comes. That one chopped on the ground in front of Freeland. He'll barehand it and throw over to Murphy in time to retire the Reds here in the first. But Moustakas goes deep. A 2-run shot out to center field stakes the Reds to a 2-0 lead. We're through at half an inning. Rockies coming up. The Rockies will take their cuts here. Pitching for the Reds tonight, Anthony DeScalfani making his 8th start of the season. See, he comes in with that 1-4 record. High ERA at 5.50. And strikeout to walk numbers look good, but the whip kind of high up there at 140. So he's definitely looking to get right here in this game. And his first assignment will be the center fielder and leadoff hitter for the Rockies, Chris Owings. Comes in with that 276 average. So the first pitch from DeScalfani, and that's swing and a miss. So good start for DeScalfani and the Reds. As you see, they interplay today, 18-20. Good for 4th in the Central. Going to gain some ground. They've played good baseball here lately. Scored 17 runs these first 2 games of this series. So 0-1 on the way from DeScalfani. And that's grounded up the middle and a base hit through the hole. So a leadoff single for Chris Owings. And the Rockies have the leadoff hitter on. And Owings put that one in the hole between second and short. Look at that replay. Just took that ball right back up the middle. poked it out to center field, so leadoff single for the Rockies. That'll bring up the first baseman Daniel Murphy. Struggled a little bit this season at 207. With the 6 home runs, he has some pop, so you have to be careful if you're Anthony DeScalfani. So 1 on and nobody out for DeScalfani. First pitch outside for a ball. So count 1-0 on Daniel Murphy. So 1-0. It's in there for a strike. So DeScalfani evens his count up at 1. Yeah, Murphy, the well-traveled first baseman, spent the bulk of his career with the Mets. Sometimes the Nationals, the Cubs, now the Rockies. That one hits the corner of the zone for strike 2. So Murphy in the hole, no balls, or excuse me, 1 ball and 2 strikes. See how DeScalfani wants to approach this pitch. That's grounded over to Blandino, who'll flip over to Moose for 1, to Bottle for 2, and a double play. So a pitcher's best friend, the double play, gets DeScalfani out of that jam, and there's quickly 2 away. Let's take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. So Chris Owings leading off, Daniel Murphy batting 2, the stupendous Nolan Arenado batting 3rd, Charlie Blackmon, David Dahl, Trevor Story, Ryan McMahon, Dom Nunez doing the catching and doing the pitching and batting 9th, Kyle Freeland. So quickly 2 away here, and that's good. You don't want to have runners on ahead of this guy, Nolan Arenado. First pitch, outside for ball 1. Arenado, 7th in the NL, that .338 average. Here he's got the double digits in home runs too, so with 10 long ones on the season. And pitch outside for ball 2, so count 2-0 here on Nolan Arenado. He was 1 for 4 yesterday with that single, and the Rockies lost to the Reds. 2-0 on the way, here it comes. And DeScalfani must be pitching them pretty carefully. Well, your next batter's no walk in the park with Charlie Blackmon, so I want to throw something here to show a little bit of competitiveness. And he loses Arenado in 4 pitches, so 4-pitch walk issued by Anthony DeScalfani here in the first inning. He walked to Arenado with 2 outs. That'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. Hit right-hand pitching pretty well, as you'd expect the lefty would. Comes over that .324 average overall, but hitting .364 against right-handers. So be careful here if you're DeScalfani. First pitch on the way to Blackmon, and that's fouled. So quickly 0-1 the count. Fouled a pretty good changeup there by DeScalfani. So 0-1 on the way, here it comes. That's in there for a strike, so DeScalfani up on Blackmon, no balls to 2 strikes. See what he does here. Bury him inside. Swing and a miss by Blackmon, strike 3. So he gave him the inside slider and it works, and the inning's over. So the Rockies leave 1 here in the bottom of the first, move to the top of the second. It's the Reds 2 and the Rockies nothing. Well, top of the second, as Kurt Casale will come up. He's getting the start tonight in place of Tucker Barnhart with Kyle Freeland on the mound. Reds lead 2-0. Second inning, so first pitch from Freeland. That's low for a ball, so Casale ahead in the count, 1 ball to no strikes. Next pitch from Freeland. In there for a strike. Good fastball. Casale comes in with that .277 average. Next pitch from Freeland. Swing and a miss. So another good fastball by Freeland gets him ahead in the count, 1 ball to 2 strikes. Rockies team, a lot like the Reds, has struggled this year, but Reds have taken the first 2 in pretty ironclad fashion. Pitch is outside, so count even at 2 on Casale. The Reds scored 10 on Thursday, and they scored 7 last night. So they've combined for 17 runs in these 2 games. Rockies have only combined for 6, so here's the pitch from Freeland when fouled away. Count still 2-2 on Casale. But the Rockies I've struggled a lot like the Reds up to this point. That one fisted foul, so we'll do it again. Count still even at 2 on Casale. Here's the pitch from Freeland. Swing and a miss by Casale, so he goes down on strikes. Freeland collects his first strikeout of the game, and there's one away here in the second inning. You see Freeland just reared back and threw that right by Casale, so a good fastball. He's not quite got the zip on the fastball that we've seen out of the starters the last couple nights, but he's got enough. So that'll bring up Phillip Ervin to the plate. First pitch from Ervin hits the outside part of the plate for a strike. You see Ervin comes in without average right even at 100, so he's looking to get something going. Next pitch from Freeland. Swing and a miss, so Ervin down quickly, 0 balls and 2 strikes. Be careful here. Swing and a miss by Ervin. So Ervin goes down on strikes. So back-to-back strikeouts for Kyle Freeland. And there's quickly 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Reds lead 2-0. You see Freeland just reared back and threw that one right by Phillip Ervin. He's been struggling this year. We'll bring up Alex Blandino. First pitch slider down, but a strike, so count 0-1 on Blandino. Blandino yet to collect a hit. Now, he doesn't play regularly, but he's had a few pinch hit appearances and hasn't got one in the box score yet. That one fouled away, so he's got a tough row to hoe here with an 0-2 count. We'll have to protect the plate. So 0-2 pitch on the way from Freeland. Swing and a miss. Oh, Blandino goes way out of the zone, and Freeland collects 3 strikeouts here in the inning. So we're through 1.5 here in Colorado. It's the Reds 2 and the Rockies nothing. So leading off the bottom of the second for the Rockies is David Dahl. Rockies left fielder. First pitch from DeScalfani. And here it comes. And that's fouled away. Good fastball by DeScalfani. Dahl comes in with those 8 doubles on the year. It's good for third on the Rockies. 0-1 pitch on the way from DeScalfani. Here it comes. That one's fouled away. So DeScalfani's got Dahl in a 0-2 hole. See what he's thinking here on the 0-2. Back him up inside with the slider. Too much inside, though, so the count is at 1-2 on David Dahl. Here's the 1-2. It's up high for ball 2, so count even at 2. So nice battle back here by David Dahl. Even this count at 2. So the 2-2 pitch on the way from DeScalfani. Just a little bit low for ball 3. Trevor Story would be next. He actually will be next. So the 3-2 pitch on the way. Dahl's battled it back full. That one's fouled away. A good changeup spoiled by Dahl. Count still full. Here's the pitch from DeScalfani. That one's looping foul. So we'll do it again. No, a nice at bat here by David Dahl. 3-2 pitch again. Here it comes. That one's going to get foul on the other side. So Dahl spraying the ball around here and making DeScalfani work. Full count pitch again. In there for strike 3. So battle number 1 goes to DeScalfani as he gets the strikeout on David Dahl, his second of the day. As you get a look there, he threw a changeup, and I don't think Dahl must not have been guessing changeup there. He must have been looking for something else because that was down the heart of the plate. So 1 away. And the shortstop, Trevor Story, coming to the plate. That pitch just... They gave him a hanging slider there. Story was taken all the way, though, so Story finds himself in the hole, no balls and 1 strike. That one's down low for ball 1, so count even at 1 on Story. Story broke on, remember, Trevor Story broke into the majors back in 2016 and homered in his first 4 games. 4-game homer streak, so quite the entrance into the major leagues for Trevor Story as he swings and misses on that one. Count even at 2 on Story, and he's been a good Rocky ever since. That one fouled away. So we'll do the 2-2 pitch again. And those 4 games, first 4 games of his career, he homered in. That one grounded over to Blandino. He'll fire over to Votto, and there's quickly 2 away here in this 2nd inning. I'll bring up Ryan McMahon, and the second baseman for this Rockies team. Comes in at 2:45. First pitch on the way from DeScalfani. And that's lined over to Blandino to end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Rockies here in the top of the 2nd. DeScalfani moving right along. Heading to the 3rd, 2-0. Reds lead. Anthony DeScalfani going to get things going here in the top of the 3rd. You see he comes in with that 182 average. He has an RBI on the season, though. He's going to get an RBI here, though. He's going to have to hit it over the fence. He's leading off. There's nobody on base. So, second RBI from DeScalfani. Be great. First pitch from Freeland. Swing and a miss. So, good fastball by Freeland. Puts DeScalfani in the hole, no balls and 1 strike. Pitch in there for a strike, so DeScalfani quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Let's see what Freeland does here. And swing and a miss, so your typical pitcher-to-pitcher exchange there is Freeland. Pounded that one right down the zone. As you see, he got the swing and miss on DeScalfani for the first out. Go pitch by pitch here, so pretty much lived right in the middle of the plate. That 3rd one was way out high and outside, though. The 4th one was right down the middle, though, right down Broadway. So 1 away. And Nick Senzel, who led off this game with a walk, steps up. First pitch from Freeland. Yeah, down low for a ball. So good take by Nick Senzel. He scored on that Moustakas 2-run home run. That one's looping and foul. So one strike on Senzel. So the 1-1 from Freeland. That one was down low for ball 2. So count 2-1 on Nick Senzel. Getting the start tonight for... Well, he's getting the start over at 3rd. That one's in there first strike. Shogo usually leads off. Phillip Ervin getting the start in his spot. That one grounded up the middle. Picked up by Story. He'll flip it over to Daniel Murphy. And they're quickly 2 away here in the Reds half of the 3rd inning. They'll bring up Nicholas Castellanos. He popped out back in the 1st inning to Daniel Murphy. So first pitch from Freeland. In there for a strike. So count 0-1 on Nicholas Castellanos. 0 for 5 yesterday with those 3 strikeouts. Had a rough game. And having a rough at bat here as he's down in the hole quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. So protect mode for Castellanos, 0-2. That's outside, so a good take by Castellanos. Get this count to 1-2. 3rd inning, 2-0 Rocks. 2-0 Reds, excuse me. One's fouled away. I'm protecting myself kind of swing by Castellanos there. 1-2 on the way to Castellanos. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Freeland gets the strikeout on Castellanos, and we're through 2.5. So Reds 2, Rockies nothing. So bottom of the third, and Dom Nunez, the catcher, will lead things off for the Rockies. Maybe that 250 average. First pitch from DeScalfani, and here it comes. And that's down low for a ball, so count quickly 1-0 on Dom Nunez. One's ground over to Blandino. He'll fire over to Votto, and there's quickly one out here in the inning. Take a look at those standings here. So the Reds, they're 5 back of the division-leading Cubs, who have opened up a pretty good lead. They lead Milwaukee and Pittsburgh by 4, but the Reds are trying to crawl back to 500. Mission 500 for the Reds. And if they can take this game and tomorrow's game, they will get to 500 at the 40-game mark. We're almost a quarter way through the season. You know, that's hard to believe. This season's flying by. So that'll bring up Kyle Freeland. Batting an even 200 on the season. First pitch in there for a strike. So he's ahead, or he's behind in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Doing a first-round pick in 2014. 0-1 on the way. Here it comes. Nope. That's just low for a ball. So count even at 1 on Kyle Freeland, the Rockies starting pitcher. That one's grounded over to his counterpart, DeScalfani. He'll flip over to Votto, and there's a quick 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Rockies. So lineup turns over for the Rockies. Chris Owings going to get his cuts in. He got a single back in the 1st inning. Having a good series, too. He's 3 for 5 with that double. So first pitch to Owings on the way from DeScalfani. And that's fouled away. So allowed. Strike 1 on Chris Owings. Here's the pitch. And that's low and outside for ball 1. So count even at 1 on Owings. 1-1 on the way to Owings. That's grounded over to Blandino. He'll glove it and flip it over to Votto. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies here in the 3rd inning. We move to the 4th. It's the Reds 2 and the Rockies nothing. So moving right along in this one. Not been a lot of offense so far, as both teams have just collected 1 hit apiece. The only difference, though, is that the Reds hit came on a Moustakas 2-run shot out to center field. Oh, 448 feet, folks. You missed it. That's how we got to 2-0. You miss it if you didn't watch. So Joey Votto going to get things going here in this 4th inning. Comes in with that 226 average. First pitch on the way from Freeland. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. So Votto trying to get a little ambush job there. Came up nothing. And he's behind that one, so he's down no balls and 2 strikes. He's been pitching pretty good. He's got a good fastball today. Has some good movement on the ball. He's outside. Freeland kind of mystifying to this Reds team. One's popped up. Owings has a play on it to make the catch. And there's quickly 1 away here in the top of the 4th inning. I'll bring up Mike Moustakas. Hit that 2-run home run back in the 1st inning. Absolute towering blast out to center field. So first pitch from Freeland. And there's a high fly ball, but Owings going to settle under it. He'll glove it, make the catch, and there's quickly 2 away here in the 4th inning. So Moose couldn't do it again. So that'll bring up Aristides Aquino. He's a ground out victim back in the 1st inning. He can use a pick-me-up here. So first pitch from Freeland to Aquino. That's in there for a strike. So Aquino in the hole, no balls and 1 strike. Aquino's hit 2 home runs the last 5 games, though. So I'd say he's been struggling, but he has been hitting the long ball. 0-1 on the way from Freeland. Down and inside, not a good swing by Aquino. So count 0-2. So Aquino's got to play protect mode again. That one's low. So good eye by Aquino. Count 1-2. Yeah, it's in there for a base hit. That could be 2. So Aquino rounds first, heading to second. And a solid double out to the left field corner there. So a little 2-out rally maybe for the Reds as Aquino, good approach there as he just took what the pitcher gave him and drove that into the corner there. You see again, he drove that and put that in the corner, and all David Dahl can do is kind of play it off the wall. So a nice double. So hit here by Casale could be a run. First pitch, that good curveball there, in there for a strike. So Casale struck out back in the second, but knock here could be a run. But you got the speedy Aquino at second base. Did he go? Nope. Did not go. So count even at 1 on Casale. You can see he's struggled with runners in scoring position, only hitting 111. And it's popped up. Gonna get fouled though. I took my eyes off the ball there for a second. I thought it was caught. So 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss by Casale. And that'll retire the Reds here in the 4th inning. So Cal Freeland pumps his fist as he should. He gets out of a jam. We're through 3.5 here at Coors Field. It's the Reds 2 and the Rockies nothing. Daniel Murphy getting things let off here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Casale giving up the 1 hit so far. First pitch to Murphy. In there for a strike, right down the heart of the plate. So a good fastball to get things going for Kyle Freeland. Kind of chronicled this Rockies team has struggled a little bit this year, a lot like the Reds have to this point. Well, I think the Rockies' struggles have been a little worse than the Reds. Rockies are kind of sliding, and they're and another tough thing about the Rockies is that division they play in. When you're in a division with the Padres and the Dodgers, it makes life tough. Count 1-2 on Murphy. So the 1-2 pitch on the way from DeScalfani. Here it comes. That nearly hit Murphy, so count even at 2. So a nice battle back by Murphy. Yeah, but this Rockies team, I mean, realistically, that one grounded up the middle. Nice effort by Senzel, but to no avail. So a leadoff single by Daniel Murphy as that one just scooted past Nick Senzel. And a leadoff single from Murphy. You can look at that replay. He put that, I mean, he didn't really get a good swing on it. It was actually a good pitch by DeScalfani, but I would say even a better piece of hitting by Murphy. So be careful here. The all-world third baseman Arenado at the plate. He can make this 2-2 in a heartbeat. First pitch in there for a strike. So outside call, but DeScalfani will take it. So 0-1 on Arenado. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Arenado in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. DeScalfani looking good today. He's struggled this year. It's been a struggle for Dees. That one a little too far outside to get Arenado to bite on. So count 1-2 on Nolan Arenado. Guy hits home runs. He wins the Gold Glove. He does it all for this Rockies team. DeScalfani living outside with that knuckleball, but Arenado's not biting. They're going to have to come in eventually. He does, and left that one high, but it's fouled away by Arenado. So count still 2-2. And that's grounded right to Moose. He'll flip it over. Just short for one. Back to Votto, and a double play for Arenado. So pitcher's best friend again. DeScalfani's got a couple of those today. This time out of Arenado. He didn't do that very often, so to get that one on Arenado, you got to feel pretty good. Oh, you know it feels good. So that'll leave the bases empty for Blackman. Comes in 0 for 1. He's 0 for 7 on the series, so you kind of figure he's kind of due at some point. And if he's going to hit one out, I would much rather have him clear than have two on. So first pitch, just inside for a ball. So count 1-0 on Charlie Blackman. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Hit the bottom corner of that plate. Greg Maddux was always really good at doing that. DeScalfani's no Greg Maddux. I'm just saying, he was always pretty good at doing that. So 1-1 on the way to Blackman. Here it comes. That one's fouled away by Blackman. So count 1-2 on the Rockies right fielder. DeScalfani wants to reset things. Him and Casale don't seem to be on the same page, so they'll wisely reset things. Did he go? Apparently not. So count even at 2 on Charlie Blackman. Here's the pitch. And so this count's run full. That one's in the dirt. Good block by Casale. So the full count pitch to Blackman. Here it comes. Just inside for a ball. So Blackman draws the 2-out walk. DeScalfani's issued a couple of those today. And he's going to have to face David Dahl here with Blackman on first. We're in the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-0 Reds. Game 3 of this 4-game set. We'll have the finale of this one tomorrow. First pitch to Dahl in there for a strike. The count quickly 0-1 on David Dahl, Rockies left fielder. Well, the 0-1 pitch to David Dahl. And it's grounded, and a nice play by Alex Blandino to end this inning. So the Rockies get a 2-out walk, but can't do anything with it. We're through 4 innings. It's the Reds 4, or the Reds 2, and the Rockies nothing. So that'll bring up Phillip Ervin. He's really struggled this year. Comes in batting under 100 right now, so 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. You getting the start today for Shogo. Shogo's getting the day off for some rest. Should be back tomorrow, I would imagine. So first pitch to Phillip Ervin. And it's high for ball 1, so gotta get Ervin a little something good at. Confidence here for the man. 2-0 count. That'll help. So 2-0 on Phillip Ervin here in the 5th inning of a 2-0 Reds lead. The 2 came on the bat of Moustakas. It's a 2-run home run. That one's lined. Let's see if it's going to get out. It's out of here for a home run. So I just said that Ervin needed some confidence, and I think that qualifies. A solo shot for Ervin, his first of the season. So I didn't know if he got all of that, but he did. Yes, by the evidence of the ball going over the fence. So we're going to look at that replay. It sounded like it came off the bat. The sound had a funny sound off the bat. But he scalded that. That was a line drive, and it just got over the fence. And I think he just squared that up so much. That's a sound that's so pure. You just don't usually hear it. So that'll bring up Alex Blandino. First pitch. In there for a strike. So Reds lead 3-0. as they tally another one on the Phillip Ervin solo blast here this inning. Just saying, he needed something good to happen, and that's going to get him turned around a little bit. Swing and a miss by Blandino. Blandino needs something good to happen too. He's down the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. That's outside, so good take by Blandino. Reds trying to capture the first 3 of this series. That one, curveball in the dirt, so Blandino's battled back to even this count at 2. 2-2 pitch from Freeland. Swing and a miss. A good curveball by Kyle Freeland. Gets the swing and a miss by Alex Blandino. That's Freeland's 7th and 1 away here in the inning. So DeScalfani going to get a bat for himself. Got that 3-0 lead here. He's looking for a 2nd win of the season. So first pitch from Freeland inside for ball 1. So good take by Anthony DeScalfani. That one's in there for a strike, so good curveball. Come on, DeScalfani, you gotta turn and burn on that one, baby. Not that one, though. He's turning and burning on the wrong curveball, so count 1 and 2. He was swinging for the fences on that. So 1-2 on the way from, well, you know, you've got 2 very picturesque at-bats by DeScalfani today as he gets all kinds of tied up by Freeland. So Freeland will take the freebies there. So 2 away here in the inning. Oh, my. They're going to get the DH in the National League. They did it for COVID, and they can't get it for 21. So maybe by the time we get the show 2022 out, we won't have to worry about that anymore. So I can trade Bivens to the American League. So 1-0 on the way. It's in there for a strike on Senzel. You know, I personally like the DH in the National League. I'm a traditionalist, but I liked it. I'm kind of disappointed it didn't come back this year. That's through the gap and a base hit, so Senzel racing into second base with a 2-out gapper. So Reds got something going here with 2 outs. See that pitch here, Freeland kind of left that high, and Senzel did the rest, and he drove that out to the wall right in between the center field and right field. Look at that replay. He left that about just above the belt, so those can go far. So lucky that one stayed in the park. So that'll bring up Castellanos. This pitch outside for a ball. Reds lead this one 3-0. We're in the 5th inning. They're taking the first 2 of this series, and they're trying to take the first 3 of this series. That one's down low, so good take by Nicholas Castellanos to get ahead in the count. 2 balls to no strikes. Say a bad word there. 2-1. All I'm going to say about that. 2-1 count on Castellanos. There's a 3-1 count, so good hitter's count here for Nicholas Castellanos. See how he's going to approach this. He'll be taken all the way, and it's down low for ball 4, so 2-out trouble here for the Rockies as the Senzel double and the Castellanos base on balls put 2 on here and 2 out for Votto. Base hit could be a run. 1 already in this inning as the Reds lead this one 3-0. So first pitch to Votto. And that gets away. Runners are going to advance. Let's see. Everybody's safe. So that's going to be a wild pitch on Kyle Freeland as Dom Nunez could not corral that. So Freeland now in some trouble. A hit could be 2 runs for the Reds. Let's see what Votto's doing here. He's taking that one all the way. Slider inside for ball 2. So maybe, maybe if, I don't know if he'd want to put Votto on with the empty base there. Like that might be what he's doing as it counts 3-0, but you got Moose on deck. I don't know if I want to pitch to Moose with the bases loaded. The way the ball's been flying out of the park. That one just clips the bottom of the zone, so Votto taking that one all the way. He wanted to see if Freeland can get a ball over. So 3-1, let's see how Votto's approaching this one. And that goes flying, so whoops. So 3-2 on the way to Votto. Swung a ball 4, and that'll end the inning. So Phillip Ervin plays long ball this inning. He goes deep. And we're through 4.5. It's the Reds 3 and the Rockies nothing. We're zipping right along here in a 3-0 game. Reds lead. Freeland hasn't been terrible, but he's not been sharp. Now, DeScalfani's been sharp. Good outing for DeScalfani. I feel like I use this one a lot. It's been a good one of those games where the Reds, you kind of almost feel like they're turning their season around here. And you don't want to make too much out of 2 games. And this one's not over yet. Not by a long shot, but it feels like the Reds can get out of here. Take 3 out of 4. If they win today, don't feel bad about going greedy if you're the Reds. You look at the schedule. Miami coming into Cincy starting on Monday. Reds could be getting right here at the right time. So good first pitch from DeScalfani as he pumps that one over the outside corner of the zone for a strike. The Reds have been playing swing and a miss by Story. They haven't been playing up to par, but they've had a good series against the Rockies so far. That was fouled by Scalda. Look out. Where's the cameraman's hard hat on that one? He'll give you a concussion. He can kill you. 0-2. Here it comes. That one grounded and foul. Oh, he just missed extra bases on that one. 0-2. Let's see how DeScalfani approaches this. Ring him up, strike 3. So a beautiful changeup by Anthony DeScalfani. He collects his 3rd strikeout of the day and the first out here this 5th inning. Look at that paint in the corner. That's pretty. He probably just missed it, but I'm a traditionalist in the sense of I'm from the old school of thought of that was good enough. So Ryan McMahon going to step in here. First pitch. That was not good enough. That was a ball. So count 1-0 on Ryan McMahon. Go for 1 on that line out back in the 2nd. Going to reset things as Casali and DeScalfani not on the same page. So 1-0 on the way to Ryan McMahon. That's in there for a strike. So a nice pitch by DeScalfani to even the count up at 1. One fouled away. So McMahon in the hole, 1 ball into 2 strikes. Yeah, DeScalfani approaches this one. 1-2 on the way. Swing! And ring him up, strike 3. I got an auto call mode there. I apologize. So 2 outs here in the inning as he gets the non-swinging strike. And good Lord, I haven't even been drinking yet. So 2 away, 2 strikeouts though. That'll bring up Dom Nunez. Oh Lord! First pitch in there for a strike, non-swinging strike. I can confirm that. So 0-1 the count on Dom Nunez. So I've just got to laugh at yourself. See how DeScalfani wants to approach this here. A little outside. That one got away from him, so count even at 1. Dom Nunez sure striked out a lot. Third in the NFL with those 49. Swing and a miss. I can confirm that with a swing and a miss. So 1-2 the count on Dom Nunez. Let's see if DeScalfani can get us to the 6th. He can. A called third strike on Dom Nunez in the inning. So DeScalfani strikes out the side here in the 5th inning. We move to the 6th. It's the Reds 3 and the Rockies nothing. So Moose going to get things going here in the top of the 6th inning. 3-0 Reds lead. Moose has 2 of those RBIs. That big 2-run home run back in the 1st inning. Freeland still pitching for the Rockies. And first pitch, that curveball hung a little bit outside. So count 1-0 on Moose. That's in there for a strike. So a good curveball and a good comeback pitch by Freeland. Evens his count at 1. Boy, Moose has been on quite the tear lately. He hit 2 against New York the other night. He hit 2 last night against the Rockies. I believe he hit 1 on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, and he's hit 1 tonight. Fouled away by Moose, so count still 1-2. Yeah, Moose has 15 home runs on the season. That's a swing and a miss by Moose, so getting a little greedy there as Freeland's collected his 10th strikeout. That's one thing I'll say the Rockies have done right this series. You see again that swing and a miss by Moose for the first out of the inning. But one thing this Rockies team has done right, looks like we're going to get a pitching change. I'll get back to my story here in a second. So we're going to get a pitching change. So Freeland's day is done. He leaves this one trailing 3-0. So he's going to need the offense and the bullpen to kind of bail him out of this one. It's not so much that he's pitched badly, it's that his counterpart, DeScalfani, just pitched so well today. So coming in out of the pen for the Rockies is Wade Davis. This is his 25th appearance. He has that 175 earned run average, so pretty good arm out of the bullpen for Bud Black. So Freeland's day is done. You can close the book on him. Had the 10 strikeouts. And that was one point I was going to make. This Rockies team, they haven't done a lot right this series. But one thing they have done right, and this is from a starting pitching perspective, their starters have racked up some strikeouts. They've got to be getting close to 30. I just look it up, but they've got to be getting close to 30 strikeouts. Swing and a miss by Aquino. Leaving the count up at 1. But one thing that the bullpen's done, though, is walk a lot of people. Swing and a miss. So Aristides, Aquino, all kinds of out of sorts at the plate. They maybe need a talking to or something. So 1-2. Here's the pitch by Davis. Taken all the way for strike 3, and Aquino doesn't agree with the call, but it looked good from my perspective. So 2 away. I'm going to bring up the catcher, Kirk Casale. He's 0 for 2 with the 2 punch-outs. He's at 265 average. So Wade Davis comes in and gets a strikeout. And 1 out, so there's 2 in the inning. First pitch in there for a strike, so a good fastball by Wade Davis. Gets him in the head, gets him ahead of the count, no balls and 1 strike. Jairo Diaz and Jake McGee warming up in the pen for the Rockies. One grounded up the middle and a base hit. So a little 2-out rally here potentially for the Reds as Casale collects his first hit of the day. He went right up the middle. Returned to sender, right back to where it came from. That one came in about bell high, so maybe not Davis's best pitch. That'll bring up the man of last inning, Phillip Ervin. He played some long ball last inning, hit that solo shot. And I'll tell you, man, that sounded good coming off the bat. A sound you don't hear that often. It fooled me. I thought he had a little bit of a jam job there for a second. First pitch into Irvin is low and a ball, so that knuckleball can't find the zone, and Irvin's ahead in the count, 1 ball to no strikes. Irvin getting the start for Shogo today. 1-0 the way. And that's in there for a strike. So a good fastball by Wade Davis to even his count up at 1. Another good pitch, so Irvin really taking a cautious approach here, but he's going to have to get a little more aggressive because he's in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Davis looking to get out of this inning. Swing and a miss by Irvin, and that'll end the inning. So a 2-out single by Kirk Caselli goes nowhere, and we're through 5.5 here at Coors Field. It's the Reds 3 and the Rockies nothing.
Your attention, please. Leading to the Rockies, number 15.
So Raifal Tapia going to get things going here in the top of the, or excuse me, the bottom of the 6th inning. Raimel Tapia in 3-17. He had to start last night. He led off the game. Had himself a triple, if I remember right. So first pitch from D. Scalfani in there for a strike. Tapia doesn't get a lot of playing time for the Rockies team, but he's very effective off the bench. That one finds his own, so boy, D. Scalfani, he's cooking with gas today. Head on Tapia, no balls and 2 strikes. See maybe Tapia get in this game for some more. He might go out in center field. We'll see how the Rockies approach that. So 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss on Tapia. So a good pitch sequence there by D. Scalfani. He collects his 6th strikeout of the game. Did you see he went high? And that was something that Tapia wasn't going to do anything with. He made contact with. He got it in on the hands. Kind of fooled Tapia on that, it looked like. So 1 away, and bring up the center fielder Chris Owings. We're in the 6th, 3-0 Reds. First pitch down low for a ball. So count 1-0 on Chris Owings. So here's the pitch from D. Scalfani. It's just outside for ball 2. So count quickly 2-0 on Chris Owings. In the last 4 games, he's scored 3 times. So getting on base. One's popped up. Should get foul, though. Here's the 2-1 from D. Scalfani. That one roped to Castellanos. He's going to drift back. He's going to drift back, and he's going to watch that one fly out of the ballpark for a home run. So Chris Owings plays a long ball here in the 6th inning for his 3rd of the season, and that'll put the Rockies on the board as they cut this lead to 2. So the Reds lead this one 3-2. Owings hit that solo shot. Thought maybe for a second Castellanos might have had a play on it. He hit that one on a line. Didn't make it too far over the fence, but made it far enough to score a run and a round tripper. So it's going to get the bullpen going for the Reds. Daniel Murphy stepping in with 1 out and a run in for the Rockies. First pitch in there for a strike. So Amir Garrett warming up in the bullpen for the Reds. Daniel Murphy singled back in that. Singled earlier in the game. So 0-1 on the way to Murphy. And that beans him. So hit him left backside there. Left buttocks. And that'll bring up Nolan Arenado. So to get somebody out for a mound visit is you want to get this under control before the wheels would come off. Have a decision time. Probably would leave. They're gonna get the mound visit. And I think we're gonna leave in D-Scalfani. So you like the righty-righty matchup. Just we gotta bit him. Tapia hit that home run yesterday. First pitch high for a ball. So count 1-0 on Nolan Arenado. 27 RBIs in the season. Next pitch to Arenado. Just missed for a ball. So count 2-0 on Nolan Arenado. Behind his own here. Dangerous. That one's popped up. Who wants it? Phillip Ervin running in. He'll make the running catch, and there's 2 away. So that's a big out there. Get Arenado to fly out like that. I'm going to guess that that's going to be it on DeScalfani with Blackman coming in. So Amir Garrett going to come into this one. With the lefty matchup, and then you got Dahl coming on deck with another lefty. So DeScalfani's day is done. Had a good game. Did give up the solo shot this inning, but other than that, nothing to hang your head about. Kept the Reds in this game. He leaves, or he will depart with a 3-1 lead. So a chance to get the win for DeScalfani, but you need the bullpen to hold on to it. And that's going to mean Garrett taking care of business with Blackman. You see Garrett comes in with that 140 earned run average. He's having a fine season out of the bullpen. This is his 19th appearance. So Garrett will face Blackman. 2 out, but a runner at first. First pitch down low for a ball. So count 1-0 on Blackman. Just inside for a ball. So Garrett out the gates here. Kind of a little trouble finding the strike zone. He's in the hole, 2 balls and no strikes. Be careful here with Blackman. He's fouled away. Fastball kind of got left up high there. Be careful. You don't want to make a habit of doing that. That one's fouled. So Garrett's battled this count back to 2-2. Let's see if Garrett can get us out of this one. Get us into the 7th. So 2-2 on the way from Garrett. Down low and away for ball 3. So count full on Charlie Blackman. Oh, it just missed. So tough call on Garrett, but it's going to be a walk. So you got 2 on now. Runners at first and second, and David Dahl coming up. I said, you know, this is part of why you bring in Garrett here. Maybe 2 lefties coming up. But remember, you've got to face 3 batters, so if he can't get this guy, he's not coming out. So first pitch to Dahl. In there for a strike, so good fastball. Casale approves. Well, you don't like that number, though. 324 with runners in scoring position for David Dahl, so be careful if you're Garrett. That's way outside for a ball, so count even at 1 on David Dahl. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. So Garrett up in this count, 1 ball to 2 strikes. And a big pitch here coming up. That one grounded over to Moose. He'll scoop it and flip it over to Moose. Not Moose to Moose. Third baseman to Moose. The inning's over, but Chris Owings plays long ball here in the 6th inning. He cuts this lead to 2. So at the end of 6, it's the Reds 3 And the Rockies won. So Scott Oberg going to come in now for the Rockies. This is his 15th appearance of the season. He's got a high ERA at 8.03, so he struggled. And righties especially are doing some damage here. So Blandino, it'll be a time for you to get your first hit, bud. Got a struggling Scott Oberg on the mound. Let's get one here, big boy. So first pitch from Oberg. In there for a strike. So letter high strike. 0-1 on Alex Blandino. Getting the start today for Eugenio Suarez. And that's an ugly cut there by Blandino. Runs this count to 0-2. And in the dirt. That's going to get the bullpen up here. So Miley and Lorenzen up and throwing in the bullpen for the Reds. That one's lined and a base hit. So Blandino, congratulations, his first hit of the season. So hats off to you, Blandino, as he's pumped over there. He's got to feel good to get that monkey off his back. And you see, he just took that 1-2 pitch that was left about letter high and just served that on a dish out to left field. Well, I can say right now, you know, if I'm Bud Black, I want to see a little more of an effort out of David Dahl out there. So Garrett's spot coming up. They're going to put in Winker to pinch hit. Winker's seen a reduction in playing time as Aquino has come in and he's not exactly ran away with the job, but he's Red sticking with him. So this is kind of the role that Winker has with the team right now. That first pitch is in there for strike one. Winker's more going to be a guy to come off the bench. I mean, he's really kind of lost his platoon spot too. So, I mean, when you're batting under 200, though, I mean, you really can't argue that I should be getting more at bats. So come through moments like this and you can find some more playing time. Next pitch is the ball, so count even at 1 on Jesse Winker. Blandino on first, nobody out. Reds lead this one 3-1, so we're close late. Haven't seen Rice-Lowe in a while. I might see him today. That one's through the middle and a base hit. So first two reach via the single. So Blandino and Winker play back-to-back. So Scott Oberg is struggling here, and it's kind of been a struggle for him this season. You can see giving David Dahl some work out there in left field. So that'll bring up Nick Senzel. The lineup turns over. Senzel had that double to lead this thing off. 1 for 2 on the day. So base hit could be a run with Blandino at second. First pitch in there for a strike. So good slider by Scott Oberg. And he's ahead of the count, no balls and 1 strike on Nick Senzel. Getting playing time for Eugenio Suarez today. That one's high. So count 1-1 on Nick Senzel. One's way inside, brushing Senzel off the plate. Well, that's not good. That's part of the reason why Oberg's struggling is he's not been able to throw strikes. You can see here, only 60% of his pitches so far have been strikes. So in this game, he's 6 out of 10. That ain't a batting average, my friends. That one fouled away. Wait, I think Denzel wanted to do that one over again. He just got around that a little late. 2-2. Just outside, so good take by Nick Senzel. Has this count full. That one's pieced and it drops for a base hit. So Charlie Blackmon can't corral it. And that's 3 straight singles off Oberg as that one coming. We'll get a replay here. A good job by Senzel to go the other way with that, and just for a second, he just kind of hung up, and Blackman put a good effort into it, but just couldn't come up with it. So the Reds really have something going here. That's going to be it for Oberg. So he comes in, faces 3 batters, and doesn't get it out. So I'll bring in Jake McGee, and the struggles for this Rockies bullpen continue. McGee coming in with his 24th appearance on the season, has that 5.60 earned run average, but he inherits a world of trouble. Bases loaded and Castellanos at the plate. Oh, first pitch. A liberal call there. Count 0-1 on Castellanos. 0 for 2 with that walk back in the 5th. Come on, Castellanos, let's get a big hit here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So count 0-2. Well, you hate when a call like that, though, goes like that. It really changes the approach on you. So 0-2 pitch. It's part of baseball, though. Good take by Castellanos to get this count 1-2. You make a call like that, you don't ever harp at the umpires, but that changes the whole trajectory of the at-bat. Good take there by Castellanos. Offered up a little bit, but didn't offer up enough. So count 2-2 as Castellanos has battled this one back to even at 2. Base, it'll be a run, possibly 2. One fouled away, so Castellanos fighting that one off. Wait, McGee throws hard. He throws really hard. 2-2 on the way. Here it comes. That one up the middle. They might trade it out. They get 2, but a run comes across, but I don't like that trade at all. So Castellanos kind of reached on that. Run does come across, though. Reds lead this one 4-1, but that one grounded over to Ryan McMahon. And he goes ahead and tags Senzel and then gets the force play on Castellanos. So 2 erased on that one, but a run in. Base hit could be another run. So Reds lead this one by 3. They're up 4-1 here in the top of the 7th. Boy, that's big double play, though, for the Rockies. First pitch from McGee. It's the second batter in a row that I got to say, I think the umpires are getting this one wrong. That puts Votto in the hole, no balls and 1 strike, when it should have been 1-0. See if Votto can battle back. He's 0 for 3 today. That one's inside for a ball, so count 1-1. It's amazing how it calls like that. I mean, you don't want to blame the umpires or anything, but it changes the outcome of at-bats as Votto swings through that one. Count 1-2. And it could change the outcome of an inning, quite frankly. That one grounded up the middle. Let's see if Votto has enough speed. Astoria will fire over. Good pick there by Murphy to get the out, and the inning's over. Reds get a run, but you got to feel that they left some on the table. It didn't come back to bite them. So we're through 6.5. It's the Reds 4 and the Rockies 1. So new pitcher coming in for the Reds, and it'll be Wade Miley coming out for his 17th appearance of the season. Comes in with that 1-2 record. 530 earned run average. So his first assignment will be Trevor Story's. Bottom of the 7th, 4-1 Rockies. Story comes in with that 350 batting average, so be careful here if you're Miley. First pitch on the way, and that's grounded and foul. So 0-1. See, Story comes in 1 for 5 against Wade Miley. That's a strikeout. Went in the dirt, so count even at 1 on Trevor Story. Here's the Miley pitch. In the dirt again, so 2-1 on Trevor Story. Boy, that last inning, though, the Reds, as that one's lined to Castellanos. That's going to go off the wall, so that's going to be a leadoff double. As Castellanos will flip that back into the second baseman. So Story, a leadoff double. A little trouble here for Miley to start this 7th inning, but go back. You don't want to harp on it. The Reds had the bases loaded and nobody out and only come up with the 1 run, so tough. Ron McMahon. So Miley working out of the stretch, and the first pitch is left high for a ball. You see McMahon 0 for 2, 0 for 9 this series, though. Pitch is fouled away, so count 1-1 on Ryan McMahon. 7th inning, 4-1 Reds. They're looking to take the first 3 of this series. That one's in there for a strike, so Miley battles back to get the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the bearded lefty gets the sign, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Miley gets McMahon on strikes. First out of the inning, and the first strikeout from Miley. You see, put that right, beautiful pitch there, just right out of the zone. And it's tough to hit. McMahon couldn't get the bat on it, so 1 away. And Dom Nunez coming to the plate. And here's the pitch to Nunez, and that's going to get down for a base hit. That should put a run in. And Story rounds 30's heading home, and Nunez cruising into second base. So a 1-out RBI double for Dom Nunez. Trim this lead to 2 runs for the Reds as the Rockies now trail this one 4-2. As you take a look, that's just a fine piece of hitting by Nunez. And so with the pitcher spot coming up, let's see who the Rockies are bringing in. Bringing Ian Desmond. And the Reds, with Ian Desmond coming up, are going to counter with Michael Lorenzen. So Miley records an out, but that out was in between 2 doubles, so run in on Miley as Lorenzen comes in, 15th appearance. He has that high ERA at 9.87, but he pitched a little better in his last outing, so he got lit up against the Yankees. So Desmond, chance here to get the Rockies a little closer. First pitch, a good cutter by Lorenzen, in there for a strike. 1 in the inning already for the Rockies. Next pitch by Lorenzen, just outside for a ball. So count even at 1 on Ian Desmond. He's hitting 214 with runners in scoring position, so having the most success as he fouls that one away. Take it seriously, though, if you're Lorenzen. I mean, I'm saying he's not struggled as much, but it's not like he hasn't struggled. And when you have a 9 earned run average, you can't just explain that with 1 bad outing. And you've got 14 receiving. That was fouled away. You do the math on that, it's been a little worse than just the 1 bad outing. And that was the one that really crashed it, though. So 1-2 on the way to Desmond. Just outside for a ball. So count even at 2. Nunez standing at second. Fouled away. So count still 2-2 on Ian Desmond. That one's popped up to Castellanos. He'll settle under it, glove it, make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Desmond flies out to Castellanos. That'll turn this lineup over to Chris Owings. He homered in his last at bat. 2 for 3 with that home run, a single. Lorenzen going to face Owings here. First pitch. Owen outside for a ball. Owings hitting .308 with runners in scoring position. That one's in there for a strike, so a good cutter by Lorenzen to even his count at 1. That one just low. A better sell job by Casali, and I think they were off, probably not on the same track, but if Casali catches that a little more cleanly, that might be a strike actually. It didn't look too bad to me. Oh, they called a strike. I don't know if that was called by the swing. I think it was just a straight call by the umpire. So count even at 2 with 2 outs. Lorenzen can get us out of this inning. 2-2. That one's through the middle and a base hit. But with not a lot of speed at second, and the catcher Dom Nunez, he held at third. So inning still continues as Owings puts that through the hole for his 3rd hit of the day. That'll bring up Daniel Murphy. Lorenzen has to pitch to Murphy because this is only his 3rd batter faced. So first pitch popped up. Irvin getting over there. He's going to settle under it. He'll make the catch and the inning's over. So Lorenzen gets us out of the 7th inning. Dom Nunez, see replay that double, inches the Rockies closer. We're through 7 here at Coors Field. It's the Reds 4 and the Rockies 2. Carlos Estevez going to make an appearance out of the Rockies bullpen. This is his 19th appearance on the season. You see he comes in with that 2.84 ERA. So he's been one of the Rockies that has played a little better. There's been a lot of Rockies that have struggled. That's been, quite frankly, one of the biggest reasons the Rockies have struggled in this season. But he's not been the problem. So Moustakas is going to get in here. He homered back in the 1st inning to get all the scoring let off for the Reds. And he looks at a first pitch strike. So you see Moose's numbers against Estevez. Not too good. 0 for 10. No time like the present to get your first hit, Moose. So Estevez, the 0-1. That one's popped up. Owings racing in on it. He'll have a play on it and glove it, make the catch. And Moose is retired for the 1st out of the inning. So it'll bring up Aristides Aquino. He doubled back in the 4th inning. He was due, he was kind of needing a little pick-me-up, and he got it. So let's see if he can do it. I know he gets things turned around for him. As first pitch from Estevez. In there for a strike, so a good slider. Puts Aquino in the hole, no balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. A tough pitch there to hit. Even if you make contact with that, you're not going to do too much with it. So that'll put Aquino in the hole. No balls to 2 strikes. 8th inning, 4-2 Reds. Trying to take the 3rd game of this series. And Aquino goes down looking on strikes. So 2 quick outs here for Carlos Estevez. Aquino must have been looking for something else. So 2 away here in the 8th inning, and Kirk Casali coming to the plate. Swing and a miss. Casali trying to ambush Estevez. Couldn't hit. He was a little early on that slider. He was trying to ambush a fastball is what he was trying to do. And now he's in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes, as Estevez has been living on that slider. Don't be surprised if he gives him another one. Be careful with the placement, though. 0-2. That one's popped up. Owings will camp under it. They'll glove it, make the catch. And a quick 1-2-3 for the Reds as they go down quietly in the 8th inning. We move to the bottom half, getting late. Reds lead this one 4-2. Heart of the order coming up for the Rocks. Nolan Arenado going to lead things off here in the 8th inning. And the Reds are going to go turn to Pedro Strop. So Strop comes in. This is his 16th appearance on the season. He comes in with that 159 earned run average. Draws a pretty tough first assignment here as he has to deal with Nolan Arenado. Bottom of the 8th inning. Reds lead this one by 2. Good crowd tonight. 43-253. Nice Saturday crowd here at Coors Field. Denver loves their Rockies. That first pitch was down low for a ball. That one grounded over to Blandino. He'll fire it over to Votto. In time, and there's quickly one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. I'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. 2 walks today. He's 0 for 1. Like I said, has those 2 walks. So first pitch to Blackmon. That's right over to Nick Senzel, and he'll catch that on the live. And there's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up David Dahl. Pedro Strop coming in and got 2 quick outs here for the Reds in the bottom of the 8th. David Dahl stepping up. He's 0 for 3. 2 for 8 in the series with a triple. And here's that first pitch, and that's fouled away. So Stropey ahead in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Just outside for a ball. So count 1-1 on David Dahl. That one's popped up. Senzel will catch it. And a quick 1-2-3 for the Rockies here in the bottom of the 8th. We're moving to the final inning, hopefully the 9th inning. And the Reds lead this one by the score of 4-2. Zach Rosscup going to come in. It's his 2nd appearance on the series. He's got a lot of work already. He's been in 23 times on the season. First assignment will be Phillip Ervin as Rysel Iglesias going to warm up. It'll be Rysel time. They'll probably pitch him today regardless because he could use the work. So first pitch from Rosscup. Low apparently for ball 1. So count 1-0 on Ervin. And that's high for ball 2. So Ervin ahead in the count. 2 balls with no strikes. 9th inning, 4-2 Reds. They look to add another victory in this series. They've already taken the first 2. They're going to take the first 3 if they can hold on and win this one. Ball 3. Rosscup in a hole here as he's run this count to 3-0 on Ervin. He homered back in the 5th inning. That one finds his own for a strike, so Rosscup a nice comeback pitch. Ervin was taken all the way on that. I don't figure hitting just a shade over 100, you got the green light. Even if you hit a home run earlier, you probably still don't have the green light. It'd be a good pitch to hit here. That one's slashed up the middle and a base hit. Could be a gap or could be 2. Ervin around first, heading to second. He's going to get in easily with a stand-up double. So a leadoff double for Phillip Ervin in the 9th. And the Reds could sure use some insurance runs with some of the issues you've seen in late games here lately. Take a look at that. Nice approach to that as Ervin goes and had a good count to hit, and just gotta love the free swing there by Ervin. So that'll bring up Alex Blandino. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Got his first hit earlier. why not go for your second hit, Blandino? You go 0 for your first 10. I would say getting your next 2 isn't too much to ask for. Roscup pitches outside for ball 2. So count quickly 2-0 on Blandino. Don't be afraid to take a walk either. That one outside the zone. So count 3-0. I wouldn't figure that Blandino, 1 for 11 in the season, probably doesn't have the green light. So Roscup really just need to fire this in for a strike. He does. So count 3-1 on Blandino. So another good hitter's count. Let's see if Blandino can knock Phillip Ervin in here. That one's going to be right to Ryan McMahon for the out. So one away as Blandino can't get him in. And so Strop is at the plate. And Eugenio Suarez will come in and take a cut here. So got the day off for rest, but taking it bat. So 1 on, 1 out here for Eugenio Suarez. Roscup not playing around with Suarez as he put that slider in for a strike and quickly ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. And a bad cut there by Suarez. Got to have the pinch. Got to get the cobwebs out now. 0-2. One's inside and high for ball 2. For ball 1, excuse me. So 1-2 the count on Suarez. And Suarez goes down on strike. So 2 away here in the 9th inning as Roscup kind of battling back here pretty nicely after giving up that leadoff single to Phillip Ervin. You see Suarez didn't pitch hit too often, so maybe next time leave him on the bench. Gonna bring up Nick Senzel. First pitch low. That slider fell off the bottom, dropped off out of that slider. So count 1-0 on Senzel. And fastball finds the strike zone. So count even up at 1 on Senzel. Base hit could be a run, a big insurance run for the Reds. They lead this one by 2, but a 3-run lead would be nice. That one's popped up. Playable by Blackman. He'll settle under it and Levitt to make the catch, and the inning's over. So the Reds get a leadoff double by Phillip Ervin, but can't get him in. So we're through 8.5, moving to the bottom of the 9th. It's Rysell time. Reds up 4-2. So Rysell Iglesias coming in. He's 0 for 2. Or he's 0-2, but he's converted 6 out of 7 saves. This is a save opportunity, so he's going to go for his 8th save of the season. This is his 13th appearance on the season. He gave up the big home run earlier in the week in Tuesday's game against the Mets to Tomas Nido in the extra innings. That was not a save situation, though. So first pitch to Story. And that's just outside. So that slider just off the plate for a ball. Next pitch to Story. That one in there for a strike. So count even at 1. And Sell, he's Mr. Automatic there, but he's got some struggles here as that one's down low. So the 2-1 on the way to Trevor Story from Iglesias. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled away, so we'll do it again. Well, actually, we will do it again, but it's 2-2. Iglesias, see if he comes in with something off speed. 2-2 pitch on the way to Story. That one's up the middle. Hangs up for Phillip Ervin for the first out of the inning. So 1 away. Reds 2 outs here claiming the victory tonight. You see that one hit on a rope, but right at Phillip Ervin. So one away here in the bottom of the ninth, and Ryan McMahon comes in, or steps to the plate, comes in 0 for 3 with that strikeout back in the seventh. So Rysell gets the sign, and here's the first pitch. That hangs low for a ball. It's count 1-0 on Ryan McMahon. That one's hit a mile, and it ain't coming back as it gets into the bullpen of the Rockies, and one's a one-run game as Ryan McMahon goes deep for his 5th home run of the season. A solo shot, and the Reds now have their lead cut to 4-3. So McMahon comes in and plays long ball. You see here, Rysell just kind of left that about belt tying over the plate, and McMahon deposits it into right field. Still got a one-run lead though for Dom Nunez steps to the plate. That first pitch in there for a ball. So count 1-0 on Nunez. He doubled last inning. Reflected that RBI. So a little drama here in the 9th inning. Next pitch on the way to Nunez. That tails inside, so 2-0 on Nunez. Very tense situation here. 2-0 pitch from Rysell. Swing and a miss. So good comeback pitch by Rysell. That one's lined and a base hit. So Nunez puts it out to Castellanos. He's turning around and making the turn to second, and he's going to have his second double in as many innings. So Nunez coming through with the one-out double, and now you have the tying run at second base. And Iglesias, who frankly has struggled in his last several outings, is struggling again tonight. He's given up 2 extra base hits here and back-to-back. He does have the one out. They're going to get a mound visit to try to settle him down a little bit. And Josh Fuentes coming to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. So good changeup by Iglesias. There's a count to no balls and 1 strike. A hit here could be a run, though. Not a lot of speed at second, though, with Nunez. That one just low for a ball, so count 1-1 on Josh Fuentes. Well, you just don't. You want to hope it's not a here we go again moment with the Reds and the bullpen late. It's fouled away. So count 1-2 on Josh Fuentes. Here's the pitch. He wanted to go, but he held up. So count 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. So good changeup. Spoiled by Fuentes. So man, the fans are on their feet. A good one here tonight. And fouled away. So Fuentes really battling Iglesias here. He's emptying out the tank. Swing and a miss. So Fuentes goes down on strikes. Iglesias gets a huge strikeout. Look at this here. Good battle between these two, but Iglesias ends up coming out on top as he goes up. Gives Fuentes a little high cheese. So 2 down in the inning, but lineup turns over. Chris Owings has had a good game. We'll check the runner, but nobody home. More or less just to reset things for Iglesias. So be careful with Owings. First pitch outside for a ball. So count 1-0 on Owings. He's 3 for 4. He's got the 2 singles and a home run. Reds lead this one by 1 late. Out away from notching the victory. That one's high fly ball. Does he have any room? And he does not. And the Rockies walk this one off as Iglesias serves up the game winner to Owings. And another heartbreaking defeat for the Reds as they lose this one by the final score of 5-4. Yeah, I mean, Iglesias, we'll have to get a look at that replay if we see it, and I'll see where that pitch was. But let's take a look. And that was just right over the plate, and he just left it up. Fastball right down Main Street. No wings. Got it out of here. And so the Reds blow this one. That's the second time Iglesias has blown one here. So a sad final to report for the Reds as they lose this one on a game winner by Chris Owings. Well, they'll still have a chance to win this series tomorrow, but boy, too many of these ones, though, this season really hurt. So that's a sad final. So Owings walks it off for the Reds, or for the Rockies, excuse me. And the Reds, another tough loss. And you're going to have some questions about whether Iglesias is still going to be the closer on this team. It's not been working here lately, so final score, Rockies walk it off here in the bottom of the ninth and win this one 5-4. Chris Owings plays hero ball. So that'll do it. So thank you for joining me tonight. See you tomorrow for another one. Sad final though, 5-4 Rockies. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.